students. Okay, for the to the next video of my 11th experiment, the continuation of the 11th experiment. I've shared till how to handle. I've shared an experiment. I'll show you in the YouTube. So I've already shared this experiment. In this experiment, I've explained. In this experiment, I have explained about to understand the basic structure of ReactJS application and implement routing between multiple pages such as registration, login, contact, about. Okay, so I didn't explain all these about registration, login, contact, and about, but I've explained something, how to manage the. I'll show you. Here I mentioned. So ReactJS is used to build component-based and single-page applications. This was I've explained about this, and I told to use multiple AIs, that I'm using multiple AIs. That these was the key points which I've shared, and how to use the shortcut keys of Visual Studio Code. That's what I've explained. Okay, till now, and I've explained about Ctrl+Shift+Tilde and what is Ctrl+Tilde and all, and that's what. To the continuation of the 11th experiment, I've shared I've shared the same information to the ChatGPT, that detailed script for experiment 11, create a React application for the student management system with registration, login, contact, and about pages, and implementing routing to navigate through these pages in layman. Layman is nothing but simple, in simple language. So what I asked here is a date. So the answer which I got from ChatGPT, here is a detailed layman-friendly script for experiment 11, building a React student management system with routing. So React lo routing అనేది మెయిన్ కాన్సెప్ట్ లాగా ఇక్కడ చూస్తున్నారు. సో ఫర్ దాట్ వీఆర్ implementing React student management system, okay, with the routing concept. Okay, so in this introduction, what and why, what is React app setup, and pages we have registration, login, contact, and about. Routing with React router, what is the folder structure we have, and demo of the flow. I asked the script to AI, so it is showing me in script format. Okay, you guys can also ask whatever you want. I just want you guys to understand this, for that reason. So in this experiment, we are going to build a simple website for a student management system. It will have 4 pages: registration, where students can sign up; login page, where they can log in; contact page, where contact details are shown; about page, some details about the app. So that's what we we are trying to create 4 pages. Okay, so we are using React, which is a JavaScript library for building modern web application. So here they are, like AI is saying, React is a JavaScript library for building modern web applications. So if I open ReactJS official website, even there, when I click on here, it will tell you that React lets you build user interfaces out of individual pieces called components. Create your own React components like thumbnail, like button and video, then combine them into entire screens, pages, and apps. So this was the about React. You guys can learn everything about React, and React is like free source. And once you click on here, you guys can welcome to the React documentation. This page will give you an introduction to the 80% of the React concepts that you will use on a daily basis. creating nesting components, and how to create app.js. These all are related to react.js only. You guys can have all this knowledge. Okay, you guys can have all this knowledge. Whatever you want, you guys can try it off. Okay, that's what. And I'll continue. So to create for creating the react app, there is an command called npx create react app student management. So once, if I do this, the entire folder will become, first of all, will create a folder, or else we can directly, it means it will directly create a folder. I'll show you. I'll type this in terminal. So once I click on enter, right, so npx, so now it is loading. You guys can check it here. So what it is saying, need to install the following packages creating react 5.1.0 version. So okay to proceed. If I want to okay to proceed, then I should click on y and enter. Then it will again reload, so that it is loading. So you guys can check, there is one more readme.md file got opened, and I think the same. Now the folder is created with the name called student management. So till here, this is like variable, right? You guys can change the name, anything. So npx create hyphen react hyphen app. Okay, that's what. Fine. And we need to understand what is installing packages. This might take couple of minutes, so I'll copy this. Till that point, what we will do, we will ask to this AI, give me explanation of each in this in layman and with 20/80 rule. So let's break down that message you see when you start a new React project. Installing packages, this might take couple of minutes. Installing React, React DOM and React scripts with the CRA template. We'll use 20/80 rule. Focus on explaining the 20% most important parts that give you 80% of the understanding, without getting bogged down in tiny details that aren't critical for a beginner. Explaining of installing packages. Scenario: imagine you have just typed a command like npx create react app my new app to start a new React project. This message appears right after you hit enter. Layman's 20% of core understanding. When you ask your computer to create a new React app, it's not just making a few empty files. It needs a bunch of pre-written tools and building blocks to actually work. Think of it like this: you want to build a Lego castle. You tell your friend, "Get me Lego castle kit," and the computer says, "Okay, I'm going to the store to get the boxes of Lego pieces and the instruction manual." These installing packages message means your computer is currently at the Lego store, downloading all those essential boxes of pieces and the instruction manual for your new React app. That's why it takes couple of minutes. It's downloading. Okay, fine. That's what my main question is, my main agenda here in this line is to understand about React and React DOM. So what is React? React is like layman. This is the core brain of React. It's the engine that works and that understands how to manage your components, how they interact. So this is the brain. This package contains fundamental React library itself. It defines what a React components is, how state props works, and the core reconciliation algorithm. How React efficiently updates the browser's UI when your data changes. It's the abstract logic of React. That's okay, fine. So what happened, we'll see. Here something we got, so we'll just copy everything. You guys can also do the same. So just copy it, Ctrl+C, and go to AI, and just paste it, okay, so that it will say you your React app for 11th experiment student management has been created successfully. Let's break down this down clearly for your video demo recording. What just happened? You ran npx create React app student management. So this did several things: installed React and related packages, and created the base folder at DSDC student management system. You guys can check it out here. So terminal, okay, at this point, okay, if I click on ls, so that I can know, I can know that there is a student management folder. In that student management folder there are multiple folders already. We got it, okay. What all we got? We got node modules, public, src, git ignore, package log, package hyphen log dot json, and package.json, and readme.md, and above that we also created one more readme.md file, right? So that's what so we didn't created all these folders by manually. It all came pre-built, okay. So that's what. So once if we come here, like again, control tilt here, if you click like, if you say like cd, not caps, cd space st, it means I want to redirect to this student management. So change directory to student management system. So once I click on enter, before this whatever we have, this path will be changed to student management. So enter. So now we are into this path. So if I click on ls now, what all folders we have seen in this under this folder, the all those folders will be shown here. So these all folders are like came here. We have node modules, all this. So if you want to go to this path directly, you guys can copy here, control C. So control C, if I, what you need to do, Windows R, control V, so that remove this like arrow mark only, and click on enter, so that it will redirect to the experiment where we are, what we are doing, okay. In experiment 11 already readme.md we have created previously only as part of the previous video. You can also check that. So when we what once you can check here properties, there are like 33,000, there are like 37,383 files for creating like inbuiltly. I mean, when we just saying like npx create React app, create hyphen React app, it is loading all these files. Like there are 37,383 files are already installed. Something happened inside the folder, right? So inside the folder we are just seeing the, again there are four type of folders. And what is this project structure? We'll check it out, and we'll ask the AI what is all about this, okay. Don't worry, no, this is later. So I think I'm not using this. I'm using this, right? So this is what. So created a base folder at this folder. I have shown you this file also, right? It tried to initialize a Git repo but failed because Git isn't installed or not added to the path. That's what I have a low um, knowledge about Git as of now. Will I'll by end of this course or end of this all the experiments, I'll include Git also. I'll explain about the Git also. Okay. Git. Hello. So and next installing the template dependencies and founding some packages and how to explain this video in layman. So script to say it's installed over 1300 packages. These are helpful tools that React needs to work. It showed an error about git not found. That's okay. We are not using version control now, so we can ignore that. It gives us a note about vulnerabilities. We can fix those later if needed, but they won't affect us right now. Now we go inside the project by typing cd space student management system, and once after that you guys need to start with npm start control v npm start. If I click on enter, right, it will open a website starting the got it. It is opening in localhost 3000. It is opening in localhost 3000. Fine. So now here what we will do, we will just so that's what this will open the app in our browser at http local 3000. Let's try it. What's next? So start the app with npm start, create a folders and pages, register.js and login.js, etc., and create a react router, demo each page and the routing. Fine. Now let's let me know when you are ready for the next part of the script. I am ready. So project setup and starting the app. Okay, 2 to 3 minutes లో వీడియో చేయమంటున్నాడు. So hi, in this experiment we are going to create a student management using React. It will have multiple pages like registration, login, contact and about pages. Okay, and we will use routing to navigate between them easily, like how websites have menus. Okay, we have already created a new React app using npx create -react -app space the management, I mean the app name student management. The app name was student management, and let's now go into the folder and start the app. We also started the app as part of, and it was redirected to localhost 3000, and where we are seeing here, right? So that's what we already completed. Now so next we'll create a simple react components for registration, login, contact and about pages. So demo steps inside src folder, these files, create these files registration.src. So we will create all these files. So how to create? So give me show me various approaches to create all above files. 3 different approaches. Manually ఒక అప్రోచ్ ఏంటంటే ఓపెన్ విజువల్ స్టూడియో కోడ్ ఎస్ఆర్సి ఫోల్డర్కి వెళ్ళండి. ఓపెన్ విజువల్ స్టూడియో కోడ్ ఎస్ఆర్సి ఫోల్డర్కి వెళ్ళండి. దాంట్లో న్యూ ఫైల్ క్రియేట్ చేయండి. ఎస్ఆర్సిలో ఓకే. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ టర్మినల్ ఇక్కడ ఏం చేయాలంటే Ctrl+C, ఇది పోవాలంటే Ctrl+C. ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు టర్మినేట్ దిస్ job, click on Y. Okay, then once you come here, cd_ls space src అంటే list of src. Now you are getting all the files what we have in src. So Ctrl+C. So what we will say, I asked the AI to show me the 3 different approaches, like multiple approaches to create registration.js, login.js, contact.js, about.js. So it is telling me that go to the src folder and click on right click and new file, so that you guys can create all these files, right? So my point is like, so my point is like, you guys can find so already these files are available default. You are seeing, you are telling to create on top of it. Great. Those app.js, index.js are the default boilerplate files created by React app. You don't need to touch or overwrite them right now. We'll add new files alongside them. So what you should do now, inside your existing directory, just add 4 new component files. So this is one type of okay. So one type of creating a folder, I'll show you in the app I asked. So first of all, registration.js ని ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేద్దామంటే, ఇక్కడ ఎస్ఆర్సి నుంచి న్యూ ఫైల్ అని చెప్పి registration.js, you guys can create like this because now it is under src. So registration.js ki what he is saying, this is the like basic code. ఏం రాయలేదు దీంట్లో, like this is the basic code. Okay, basic code he is saying. So let's save it, and one more document we have that we will create with using echo. So echo, so Ctrl+ again, so under src, cd space src enter. Now if I click this, there is a login.js will be created automatically. Okay, Ctrl+Tilde login.js. So that's what. And one more thing, we can directly go here and under src they we have login.js and register.js, and one more file we want is like contact.js. so we can create a new text document. Where is that? Now if I see here, again this is sometimes so this is not the correct way. Contact.js is created automatically, and if I see right about JS, this is not the way. I think from here also we can. So we will create the both about.js also like this. Okay, so what we are typing here, if you can see, I think the guys are not. So now you guys can see it, right? I just typed the so echo function about I think we can just write the echo, not about page. Header is we are also giving the header and all. Okay, click on enter, so that about page is also created. Okay, Ctrl+Tilde, about page is also created. About.js is also created. Okay. So that's what my doubt is all about. So when we try to execute this, right, this is all about we are getting inside the about.js. Okay, it means we can write the code here itself. Oh fuck, man, I understood now. So this is what echo, and next about.js will create new file. That's new file. New file. Hello. Hello. So now we will check with React app. So nothing is. So we stopped the job, right? That's the reason it's not reloading. So if we go there again, once we start about when we npm start, now again it will restart. So here it is saying to give the sample content, example content for each. So already there is about.js. So inside the about.js we'll give this command, code, and if you are seeing this dot button, right, dot, right, so that it is not saved. Ctrl+S, it will be saved, and this dot will be removed. And going forward, contact.js, contact.js, go there and paste it over here. Ctrl+S, and login.js is also there. Login.js, Ctrl+V, the same. And one more, what we have, register.js. Already register.js is completed. So fine. Now we will configure React. Once these files are added, we will configure React router in app.js to enable navigation. This will test routing by showing different pages when we visit, register or login. Okay, do you want to help now in setting React router? Yes. So inside install React router DOM in your terminal inside the project directory. Okay, you are saying inside the project directory, but inside the project directory means make sure folder structure check, make sure you have these files in src. Okay, update app.js to include routing. Okay, and run your app. Okay, fine. Now before that, is that you are saying in your terminal inside the project directory you are saying this? So is that you are saying this? Control C, no. And once you click on here, Control C and Control V, is this the above directory? You are one level deep too. So cd dot dot. So now npm react npm install react hyphen router DOM. Now it is already, the work is started, everything is fine. Now Let me know once that is done. We'll continue the routing setup and components. Okay, so now tell me what all important things to note above. Great, you have successfully installed React Router DOM, which is essential for routing in your ఈ DOM అనేది ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయకపోతే routing రాదు. So to have routing you need to install React Router DOM, which is essential for routing in your React app. Here's a quick breakdown of what to note and what to do next. So what just happened? React Router DOM installed. This library helps navigate pages between pages like register, contact, login and about without reloading the pages in single page behavior. So vulnerabilities shown. These are warnings about potential risk in packages. Since this is a local development project, you can ignore them for now unless deploying into production. You can optionally run npm audit fix force to clean up them later. So now create pages inside your src directory. Create following files. You can right click and vs code new. Okay, each file should contain a basic React component like this. So yeah, do the same for the other files, and that's for so modify app.js to include routing. Replace everything in app.js with this. So but I'm a beginner. Explain each line in layman also give the code in comments. So Ctrl+ app.js. In app.js we already have this. Ctrl+C. In default we have this. What is this? Is there any important to remember or to do? Great question. That the code you have pasted is the default template created when you run npx create react app. Let me explain what it does and whether it's important to keep. So important logo from logo svg. Okay, important import app.css imports the React logo and default styling by CSS, not necessary for your real app, just decorative. So fine. Now next, all this code, can I delete or change? Yes, you should replace for your real app, especially when you are starting projects like student management or to do or weather app. Okay, so no app.css. Okay, fine, we can do the entire paste of this. And no, right, this is the one we need to copy. Now if I paste it, and before that I would like to show you Windows symbol press చేయాలండి. Windows right arrow, Ctrl S. So again we will restart it. Okay, npm start. We will check what is happening. And starting the server, we got an error. So we'll copy this error. We will copy this error and we will give to AI. So the errors you are facing two different issues. Let's them fix them. Login.js and about.js. The file is not saved in UTF format 8, or you accidentally copied in binary characters into your .js file, or you renamed or edit the file name in a non-text editor like Word or Notepad with non-UTF encoding. Step by step, delete login.js and about.js from the src folder. Then create them uh, using again this. Okay, about.js and log. Okay, so if I go there, now contact.js, rename, and about.js. చేసాను.